trouble in your eyes now, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I'll fix you up for you.
Well, welcome to the show. I am your gracious host, Daniel, and as always, I want to thank every subscriber on this channel. Thank you for your support. If you like this content and you're not a subscriber, please do me a big, huge favor and subscribe to this channel. And let's get this channel past 500 before the end of this year. I know we can do it. Oh, and by the way, by all means, please share. Please be free to share these live streams out there on the internet. Let people know that I'm here, this channel is here, and what we're doing. So let's get started with Judge Stacia Buchanan. That's our judge for today. So, share screen. Make it bigger. And yes, I'll be here, but I'll be watching in the background with the mic muted. So let's get started today.
Ah, that's.
So up these stairs and turn to face the judge.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury? As we start, I just need to ask a couple things. Firstly, be loud enough for me to hear you around the plexiglass.
Okay.
Also, please try to answer with words that we can type into the record, like yes or no. If you
Okay.
say or nod your head, we can't spell it very well.
Okay.
You can start with stating your first and last name and spell both names for us.
Stephanie Berkeley, STEPHANIE BERKLEY.
Thank you. Your questions for witness Berkeley.
Ms. Berkeley, I will just get right into it. First off, you need to take a breath or anything like that at any point, just let me know. You know someone named Shafton Silva?
Yes, I do.
How do you know Mr. Silva?
We've dated over the years.
How many years have you guys dated?
We've dated on and off since we were 14.
For how long?
Since we were 14.
And how old are you now?
Well, we haven't been in contact since last year.
How many years would you guess the two of you were together?
Like consecutively or just like
Just
completely?
in general over the course of your on and off.
Like more than
Like-
10?
Yeah,
A long time.
like almost 20, almost.
Okay. Did you two ever live together?
Yes.
How long did you live together?
A few months.
Do you have any children together?
No, we don't.
Now, were the two of you together in September of 2024?
Yes,
Were you living together at that time?
yes,
Now we're gonna go specifically to September 11th, 2024. Were you at 608 West Willow?
yes,
And were you in apartment F12?
yes.
What, is that where you live? Or at that
At
time?
the time, yeah.
And did you live there with Mr. Silva?
Yes.
Now, was there a time when the two of you got into some sort of an argument?
Yes.
Where were you in the apartment when you got into an argument?
And our bedroom.
What were you arguing about? If you were-
I honestly don't remember what we were arguing about.
Okay, how long were you guys arguing?
Like that whole day.
And did there come a time when you were arguing in the bedroom and you tried to leave the bedroom?
Yes.
And what did Mr. Shafton do when you tried to leave?
He stabbed me.
Now, what did he stab you with?
A knife, I believe.
Did you see the knife?
Yeah.
Do you know of any knives that were in the bedroom at that time?
Yeah, it was a couple of few, I mean, excuse me. Yes, it was a few.
But you don't know which knife he stabbed you with?
No.
Now, where did he stab you?
Like on my side, like by my ribs.
You said by your ribs?
Yeah.
And how many times did he stab you? Were you facing away from him when he stabbed you?
Not really, it was like on like the side of me.
Okay. And to the best of your recollection, what did it feel like when he did stab you?
I felt like somebody punched me in my rib. Like, it didn't feel like somebody stabbed me at all.
Did you realize immediately that you had been stabbed, or was it not until later that you realized?
Just about immediately. Well, like a couple about 30, 45 seconds, I guess, or so. And so I felt the blood coming out.
You were bleeding with a little bit of blood, were you bleeding pretty profusely?
It was a lot coming out.
And what happened after he stabbed you?
I called 911 for an ambulance.
Well, immediately after, did you fall down?
I think so.
Do you remember if you hit anything when you fell down?
I don't remember.
Now, you said that you called 911. How long after this happening did you call 911?
Like just after that.
Immediately after?
Yeah.
And did an ambulance come?
Yeah.
And did the ambulance take you to the hospital?
Yeah.
Which hospital did you go to?
Sparrow.
And how long were you at Sparrow Hospital?
12 hours or so.
And what sort of treatment did you undergo when you were at Sparrow Hospital?
Then blood work, CAT scans, MRI, and they patched the wound up with something called Durabond. It's like a medical glove. And
And how long were you experiencing pain in your lower? Did it leave a scar?
yes,
Is the scar still there?
yes,
When you were at Sparrow Hospital, did you speak to the police?
yes. They came multiple times.
So it depends. Maybe people propose exhibits 1A and 1B. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Approaching the witness, the people propose exhibits 1A, 1B. Just take a look at each and you recognize these, okay? You recognize that?
Yes.
Now, this is 1B. You recognize that?
No.
No, you don't recognize that. So just focusing on 1A, what did we see in exhibit 1A?
That's medical.
And where were you when that photograph was taken?
Sparrow Hospital.
You remember who took that photograph?
I think the police did, but I'm not sure.
And was that picture taken shortly after the stabbing happened?
Yes, because the outfit I had on, they ended up cutting it off.
In that picture, is that a fair and accurate depiction of what the wound looked like? Your Honor, the people move to admit exhibit 1A.
Objection, Your Honor, like foundation.
When I submitted.
Not publishing exhibit 1A.
Where are you?
Actually, sure, this time. Now, right here where my cursor is that where he stabbed you?
Yes.
Now, since that September 11th date, did you have any contact with Mr. Silva after that date?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have any? This way. Since that stabbing, has Mr. Silva assaulted you again?
Objection, Your Honor, that's leading.
It's not, it's a yes or no answer. Overruled.
There was another incident afterwards,
Okay.
but it was multiple people involved,
Okay.
and
So we'll just start here. That 608 West Willow apartment 412, were you there on
after,
F12, sorry. Were you there on October 10th of 2024?
yes,
And in case you didn't say this already, is that building in the city of Lansing?
yes,
Is it in Ingham County?
yes,
And also, I apologize, I should have done this sooner, but do you see Mr. Silva in the courtroom right now?
yes.
Could you please tell me where he's sitting and identify something he's wearing? Your Honor, could the record reflect that witnesses identify the defendant?
Any objection, Mr. Sarks?
No objection, Your Honor, thank you.
The record will reflect ID.
Now, when you were in apartment F12 on October 10th, who all was in the apartment with you?
It was me, Shafton, a girl named Lisa, dude named Justin, dude named Jason. And Lisa's two kids, I think.
What was the last thing you said after Jason?
Lisa's two kids.
Oh, Lisa's kids, gotcha.
And then did there come a time when the defendant began behaving erratically?
Yes,
Can you tell me a little bit about how he was acting that was unusual?
well, he just wasn't himself, like, he was like hearing voices and he was getting like really upset, and I was trying to calm him down. And then a couple other people were like really not helping the situation. They were like kind of like antagonizing like the issue.
So he was worked up, you indicated he was hearing voices,
Yeah,
and you tried to calm him down, and then other people were kind of antagonizing him?
yeah.
And did you eventually see or hear anything that made you think something physically was wrong?
I actually, I heard verbal altercation between him and I think it was Justin.
Him as in Shafton?
Yes. However, I was in the bathroom and I came out the bathroom because I heard my front door open and I'm like, okay, who's out yelling with my door? And then I went out there and Lisa's out in the hallway. No, I take that back, I'm sorry. Justin is out in the hallway. Lisa was by the door. Shafton was like in the apartment. And Shafton and Lisa were like all in an uproar and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And next thing I know, I got punched. I don't know who it was, to be honest, because I was in the middle of like everything at the time.
Did you see the defendant swing at anybody else? Now you indicated that you got punched. Was this open hand or closed fist?
I don't know. I just saw something in my head right here. I do know I was facing Lisa and Justin. Schachenhauer was behind me though.
Okay.
So, and in the midst of everything, I don't know what happened.
And then did you or someone else wind up talking to the police about what happened?
Lisa called the police, and when they showed up, I obviously spoke to them. It was fine.
Do you remember talking to Officer Carter Harold,
I don't know who it was.
but you remember speaking to a police officer?
Yes, vaguely.
You remember telling the police officer that, you remember telling the police officer that Shafton hit you in the head?
I remember saying somebody did. I don't remember saying that it was him because I didn't know who it was.
If you were to take a look at Officer Hill's report, would that refresh your memory of whether you said that Shafton hit you?
I think
Possibly, I
it's
don't know.
unclear on the record whether she's denying saying it or whether she's saying she doesn't remember.
Okay. So let me just clarify, is it your testimony today that you did not say it or that you don't remember if you said it?
I don't think that's what I said. No, I don't recall saying that.
Did you have any sort of ongoing pain or any sort of injuries after that? Don't have any additional questions for the witness.
Cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Berkeley, I just have a few follow-up questions for you, okay?
Okay.
You testified earlier that on October 10th or October 11th, that you mentioned that Mr. Silva appeared to be hearing voices, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, could you elaborate and then could you explain what that means to you?
He was like, he would be talking as if he was talking to somebody, but it wasn't talking to anybody that was physically around. It would be like he was having a conversation with somebody else, but nobody else was there.
Okay, and you've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
And you know his history of mental health very well, correct?
Yes.
So to the best of your knowledge, personal knowledge only,
Yeah.
what does Mr. Silva suffer from?
Schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia?
Yeah.
Anything else? Okay. And just based on your own personal knowledge, was Mr. Silva medicated? Had he been following up with his medications around that period of time?
No.
And how about back on September? Around September 11th, 2024.
I'm gonna check. We don't really have enough foundation to establish her personal knowledge of whether he's taking his medication.
Not a problem, Your Honor. I can ask some follow-up questions.
Please do.
Thank you. So going back to September, around September 10th or September 11th,
Are you
2000.
asking if he was on medication back then?
Yeah,
No, he wasn't.
he was not.
No.
And back around September 10th or September 11th, what was his mental health at that time?
It was not good at all.
Not good at all. What does that mean?
Like he was hearing the voices really bad. He would get to where like, I feel like he would have conversations, but it wouldn't be with the person that was physically there.
You mentioned that for the
He-
October date. Are you saying that was also true in September, the date he
Yeah.
stabbed you? So the
Yes.
whole time?
Yeah,
Okay, and was he showing signs possibly of paranoia too?
yes, absolutely.
Okay, describe to us what symptoms he was showing in terms of paranoia.
You would like think like everybody like was trying to get him. Like people were like trying to harm him. People were trying to harm him. Or like just try to get to him. And I would, reassure him that, hey, it's just me, nobody else is here, everything's okay. But that like, well, in my opinion, he was so far in the paranoia that it wasn't clicking, like.
So, in your opinion, in terms of his state of mind, do you think he did it intentionally?
I do not.
Objection, that's calling for speculation.
Yeah, Mr. Sartz, that's not a proper question for this witness. That answer is stricken from the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, back on September 10th or September 11th, what did you observe about Mr. Silva's demeanor, about his mannerisms, and what was going on with what he could observe in terms of him personally?
I think you already asked that
He was
question.
sitting there like talking, like he was talking.
Hold on. You asked that question. She already said he was having conversations with people who weren't there and that he was acting paranoid, as she described, felt like people were out to get him. Mr. Sartz, you're asking the same question again. If there's something else you would like her to describe, ask that question.
I'll move on, Your Honor. Thank you. And you had been working with him in terms of these symptoms even before September 10th, correct? And he had been displaying those types of behaviors for approximately how much longer?
About 2 months.
Good.
It
And
just progressively got worse.
progressively got worse. Okay. And had you observed him when he was on his medication?
Yes,
Okay. And when he was medicated, he would not act out in that way, correct?
correct.
Okay.
He was very like high functioning member of society, he was a good person and he's on his medication, absolutely.
Okay. So you could see a clear deterioration from when he was on his medication versus when he was off his medication.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And he was very clearly off his medication around
Very.
September 10th, September 11th, and okay. And he'd stopped taking his medication a few months prior, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know why he stopped taking his medications?
I do not know.
Okay. He was indigent at the time, right? He was struggling to get access to care.
Yes, he was, yes.
Yeah. He was struggling to get access to care through CMH that
Yes, it was,
September.
and I was helping him as well, trying to get into contact with somebody with CMH so that he could get medication and counseling and things that he needed for his mental health.
Okay, thank you for that. And you had the same struggles with them in October.
Objection,
correct?
Yes.
we're going so far outside the scope of what this witness can testify to regarding his mental health and his treatment.
Your objection was late, and Mr. Sartz, you're characterizing some of these things in a way that I don't think is proper for you to ask the question. You can ask her if she was assisting him by calling community mental health or taking him there, but some of the other questions you're asking are not appropriate and will not be considered by the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sure. Did you assist him in any way, shape, or form in terms of his mental health?
Yes.
Okay, what did you do?
I would call, reach out to CMH, and I got a number to somebody he worked with before from CMH, from his mom, and his tried to get him a primary care doctor as well.
Okay. And did Mr. Silva participate with you when you were making these efforts?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down, Mr. Berkeley. Mr. Marchman, any additional witnesses?
Yes, we're going to call Zach Vanderwerf.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a seat. Please keep your voice up so I can hear you around the plexiglass and answer with words that we can actually type like yes or no. Start with stating your first and last name and last name and spell them both, please.
Yeah, my first name is Zachariah. That's Zachariah. Last name is Vanderwerf. That's Vander, capital WERF.
Thank you. Your questions for witness Vanderwerf.
Yes, first, I would like to briefly make a record of something. I just spoke with one of our victim advocates who was here during the first witness's testimony. She indicated that she saw the defendant mouthing words to the victim or the witness and saw her looking at him and kind of acknowledging that he was mouthing words to her. And I would like to let the court know that after Zachariah Vanderwerf testifies, I do plan to call her as a witness to testify about what she observed during the sort of recanting testimony.
We started late and I need to leave, so let's finish this witness and we'll see where we end up.
Okay. Officer Vanderwerf, how are you employed?
I'm employed with the city of Lansing with the police department.
And how long have you been employed in that capacity?
It's coming in February. It'll be 9 years.
And what is your role with Lansing Police Department?
I'm a road patrol officer, so we respond to 911 calls.
And were you working on September 11th of 2024?
I was.
And did you respond to a call that took you to Sparrow Hospital?
Yes.
What was the nature of this call?
So the nature of the call was reported as a stabbing.
And when you were there, did you make contact with someone named Stephanie Berkeley?
Yes.
And did you wind up taking a statement from Stephanie Berkeley?
I did.
And when you took the statement, were you wearing a police uniform?
I was.
And did you identify yourself as a police officer?
No, I don't believe I identified myself as a police officer, but I was wearing the uniform.
It was clear you were a police officer.
Yes.
And did she describe having some sort of relationship with Shafton Silva?
Yes.
What did she say her relationship to Shafton Silva was?
She said that she and Silva had been dating.
And Did she indicate whether she was in the hospital as a result of something that Mr. Silva did?
Yes,
And did she describe this as being some sort of assault?
yes.
And did she tell you how much time had elapsed between?
Your Honor, we're getting into hearsay, and I'm just going to state my objections because it's apparent that the prosecutor wants to bring this in under 76827C. I would note, Your Honor, lack of foundation. The complaining witness has already testified, so the testimony is largely duplicative at this point. We've already heard directly from the complaining witness in terms of her testimony regarding the events on that date. So at this point, Your Honor, it would be arguably improper impeachment or perhaps an attempt to bolster or the complaining witness's testimony in some way. I just don't see the point in this officer potentially testifying to a statement after the complaining witness has already testified pursuant to 76827C. Thank you.
Marchmina is attempting to lay the foundation, and so any hearsay would be conditionally admitted on the foundation being laid. The statute does not say that just because the witness did testify that we can't accept the testimony, but I would agree that it could be duplicative. Mr. Marchmina, I did not believe that you were going to call this witness to reiterate everything that Ms. Ms. Berkeley said, but only because maybe you were trying to get in that exhibit that didn't come in.
Yes, and certain statements she did not remember.
If they don't add to the elements, you're just wasting time.
Did she indicate how much time had elapsed between the assault and you taking, you speaking with her? I don't recall. Did she indicate whether it was earlier that day, whether it had been a week?
I don't recall that either.
Okay, we'll move past that. Did you observe any sort of injuries
Yes,
on Ms. Silva?
yes, I did.
Could you please describe what you observed?
So what I observed to be what looked like a stab wound to the middle left part of her back. And then I also observed what looked like an abrasion to the right side of her forehead.
Showing defense table people's proposed 1B again. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Exhibit 1B. Do you recognize 1B?
Yes,
What is that? What is 1B?
that's a photograph of the abrasion to her right forehead that I took.
And is that a fair and accurate depiction of the abrasion on her right forehead?
Yes,
Your Honor, people move to admit proposed exhibit 1B.
No objection, Your Honor.
1B is admitted.
Now publishing 1B. And is this the abrasion on her forehead that you were describing?
yes.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
None, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you may step down, Mr. Vandenberg.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Marchmina, what is the purpose of calling the victim advocate as a witness during the prelim?
I have well, because we are going to need to request a continuance to have 27C testimony regarding the second file because she obviously recanted. And I have a suspicion that there's going to be arguments regarding the admissibility and credibility of the 27C testimony. And I do believe that an advocate saying that he was trying to communicate her while she was testifying would certainly reduce the credibility of her recant and increase the credibility of her initial statement.
In light of the fact that we have to return another day for you to get an additional witness, can we do that at that time?
Yes,
So you have a motion to adjourn primarily regarding 3098.
yes, we are prepared for bind over on 2734, but it obviously
ran
makes
them.
no sense to bind over on one and then
Well, just because we chose to run the exams simultaneously, I don't think I can split them now at this point.
Yeah, and there's no point in splitting them, so.
All right, Mr. Sartz, do you want to respond to the motion to adjourn?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Silva, to preserve the issue, would object to any request for an adjournment. Mr. Silva at this point would request that the other count be dismissed, obviously based on the lack of testimony from the complaining witness. The prosecutor wants to claim it's a recantation. The bottom line is she made it very clear she couldn't remember what allegedly happened and what the source was of her injury. So I would classify that as a recantation respectfully. It's just a disagreement in terms of the proofs. But the bottom line is they don't have any supporting evidence right now directly from the complaining witness that would support bind over on that charge, at least based on her testimony today. So respectfully, Your Honor, to preserve the issue, I just request that matter be dismissed. Mr. Silva would like me to respond on both files if Your Honor would be permit me to do so. Thank you.
As to the issue of presenting a witness or presenting an additional witness after the complainant has recanted, 768.27C allows that hearsay testimony to come in as substantive, so not merely as impeachment. And since it's allowed to come in as substantive, I do believe the prosecutor can call an additional witness to present that evidence. So the motion to adjourn is granted one time only. The files are getting old, although a lot of them being old is his time spent at the forensic center. We're going to get a new date right now. You said January 2nd? January 2nd, 10 a.m. Mr. Sartz on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Silva would respectfully request a low cash assurity or personal recognizance bond at this time on both of these files. These cases are quite old at this point, and that is attributable, of course, to Mr. Silva's journey in terms of the mental health side of things. He was found incompetent to stand trial. He did spend time at the psych hospital down in Kalamazoo. But at this point, Your Honor, he would request an opportunity to be released. He would have a safe place to potentially stay. He's been receiving very good medical care for his mental health as well. You know, he's of a clear mind now. He has a very good understanding as to where he's at, what's going on, and he is back in connection with important people for his mental health care. So if he was released, Your Honor, he could follow up with CMH. He'd like the opportunity to potentially work again. When he is on his medications, Your Honor, he can be very productive, a very good person. And it's just and he has access to his care again. So respectfully, I would just ask for a reduction to a personal recognizance or a low cash assurity bond at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Martin, do you wish to respond?
Yes, I have two people in the back who could come out and say that they saw him violate the no contact order right in court. So, and then lo and behold, the witness recanted. So I would obviously suggest that he can't be trusted not to try to impact the testimony. Obviously, the second offense was alleged to have occurred while on bond for the first offense. And he's competent now, but Mr. Sarge, with the listening testimony, clearly was attempting to establish these happened because he was not on his medications. And I don't know how we can trust that he will be on his medications when not in custody. So probably not a sponsorship.
Thank you. The testimony the court has heard so far has been about a very serious assault that involved a stabbing. I don't know if the prosecution intends to move to amend the charge to a more serious charge, but there's that. There's also a habitual offender notice. There's a third offense domestic violence notice, which indicates Mr. Silva has been assaulted in the past and also has had other criminal offenses. Lastly, there's a pending bond violation for being arrested and not just for assaulting Miss Berkeley, which I understand she says she doesn't remember. She doesn't say he didn't do it. She says she did not remember him doing it. To go with the fact that he shouldn't have even been in her presence on that day. The motion for reduced bond are denied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, we'll be back together January 2nd on these files. Star, take Mr. Silva back downstairs.
The only other thing, Your Honor, I just want to put on the record that there was a plea offer made in this case. My client plead to the aggravated domestic violence second offense as a habitual second offender. Mr. Marchmina will dismiss the domestic violence. Mr. Marchmina was also willing to allow my client to plead to contest for purposes of civil liability. Mr. Marchmina, I didn't score the guidelines with the plea offer. Mr. Marchmina has my client at 0 to 16 months with the guidelines. And you can correct me if I misstated that. Without the guidelines, I have my clients, or without the offer, I have my client's estimated guidelines beginning at 5 months. I've spoken to my client about that. Is that correct? And at this point, he respectfully declines that offer when like his exam. Is that accurate? At this point, and I explained to my client as well, if he goes through with the exam, the offer is off the table.
Mr. Marchmino, is that correct representation of the offer and your position on whether the offer will be revoked?
Yes, Your Honor.
There are no other preliminary matters. Mr. Marchmino, your first witness.
The people call Ayanna Bierling.
Get up the stairs. I need you to pause and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury? A little louder.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Have a seat there. All right, so that's going to be the first thing. As we take your testimony today, I do need you to speak up so I can hear you around the plexiglass and answer with words that my assistant can type into the record, yes or no. If you say or nod your head, we have not figured out how to spell that very well. Please start with stating your first and last name and then spell them both for us.
Ayanna Bierling, Ayanna Bierling.
Thank you. Questions for witness Bierling?
Okay, Ayanna, you can take your time. You need breath at any point. You just take a breath. Have she's here if you need them. And just get into it. You know someone named Christian Moon?
Yes, I do.
How do you know Christian Moon?
He's my baby daddy.
And when you say baby daddy, that means he's the father of your child.
Yes, sir.
How many children do you have with him?
Just one.
And are you currently pregnant?
Yes, I am.
Is he the father of this child?
Yes.
Have you had a dating relationship with him?
Yes.
And how long have you had a dating relationship with?
Since September.
September of 2025.
Yes.
And Christian Moon, do you see him in the courtroom right now?
Yes.
Could you please tell me where he's sitting and describe something he's wearing?
Sitting over there.
And what kind of clothing is he wearing?
Blue jumpsuit.
For the record, the witness pointed towards the defense table, and I would request that the record reflect the witness identified the defendant.
Mr. Kaplan, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Record will reflect ID.
Now, we're going to talk about January 29th of this year, okay? Were you with Mr. Moon on January 29th?
Yes, I was.
And were you with him at an address of 1100 Ramada Drive?
Yes.
And is that in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Is it in Union County?
Yes.
What kind of, I guess, what is located at that address?
They're motels, like for people to stay in.
Were one of you staying at that motel?
Yes, I got a room in my name for him. So
Why?
he had somewhere to stay.
Was he unhoused at that time?
Yes.
And how long was he staying in that room on your dime?
I think it was just for the week.
And did there come a time where the two of you went to a store together?
Yes.
What store was that?
Myers, right across the street from it, right on Pennsylvania.
And when you were at Meyer with him, did there come a time when the two of you had an argument?
Yes.
What were you arguing about?
I think it was something that was on my phone and he seen it or something, or my cousin called me about my brother, because my brother got locked up. And I think it upset him.
So it sounds like you don't remember the exact details, but you
No,
take your phone.
Yeah.
And how did that argument at Meyer, I guess, end?
With him taking my phone and me trying to get it back from him.
So did you give him permission to take your phone?
No, he just snatched it out of my hands.
So you took it forcefully from your hands? And where did he go?
I didn't
after-
hear a verbal answer to that
Oh,
question.
Oh,
sorry.
yes, sorry.
I apologize. It's instinctive to say uh-huh or shake your head, stuff like that. I didn't even notice. When it went in my head.
I did, because I was taking notes and I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, you didn't hear anything. I kept asking questions. So after he took your phone, did he leave Meyer?
Yes, he was walking towards the hotel room.
And at this point, how did you feel about him continuing to stay at this hotel you were paying?
At that moment, I didn't want him to stay there anymore.
And did you take any action to, I guess, disallow his being there?
I called the front office and told them not to give him a room key. And I myself walked back to the room and started packing all his stuff and sat it outside the door so he could come get it.
So just to clarify, you went into the room and removed his belongings from it?
Yes.
And did the hotel deactivate his room key, do you know?
Yes, they did.
And did you then come into contact with him again that day?
Yes.
Was this while you were in the hotel room
Yes.
removing his belongings? How did he react to you removing his belongings from the hotel?
He wasn't happy about it.
What makes you say he wasn't happy about it?
You could just tell in the tone of his voice and in his facial, he wasn't happy about me putting his stuff out there.
Did he say anything to you when he saw you putting the stuff out there?
No,
Did he enter the room?
yes,
What did he do when he entered the room?
he hit me. And when he entered the room,
So when you say,
he punched me in my jaw.
was this with an open hand or with a closed fist?
It was with a closed fist.
Do you know which hand he used?
I think it was his right because it was on my left side.
If you're able to answer this, how hard did he hit you?
Fairly hard. I mean, I had bruises on my jaw. So,
And was this painful when he hit you?
yeah,
Was your jaw still painful after having been hit?
yes.
Did he punch you more after that, or was it just the one punch?
No, I mean, it went on for a while. I mean, he hit me, I mean, he threw things, I mean,
So you mentioned earlier that you're pregnant. Were you pregnant at the time?
yes, I was.
Did you know that you were pregnant?
Yes, he did.
And he knew that it was his child you were pregnant with? And,
Is there an answer? I'm sorry.
right, was that a yes?
Yes, sorry.
I know it's hard when you're crying to answer, but I have to hear you.
Now, you said that it continued after he punched you. What did he do after punching you?
I mean, he punched me a couple more times.
Where was he punching you?
It was pretty much all in my face. It was all in the side of my jaw. I mean, I had scratch marks on my cheek and everything.
Do you have a guess of how many times he punched you in your face?
No, I do not know.
Did he do anything after he was punching you in the face?
I mean, either I tripped or he pushed me and I fell onto the bed and he got on top of me and started choking me.
Now, when you say he started choking you, did he put his hand on your neck?
Yes,
Did he put one hand or both hands on your neck?
I think it was just one, I'm not sure. It all happened so fast.
And then did he squeeze your neck? Did this affect your ability to breathe?
I mean, a little bit, but not too much. But
But
I
it-
can still breathe.
You could still breathe, but it was making it harder to breathe.
Yes.
Did you feel any sort of dizziness or anything like that? How long was he squeezing your neck?
I was with it for a really long time.
Was he saying anything to you while he was choking you?
No, but I mean, there was many times that he was saying things that it's like he was punching me or hitting me and everything like that. I don't think he really said anything to me when he was choking me.
What kind of things was he saying to you when he was hitting you?
Like he, how you wish death on our own kid.
So he said he wanted your kid to die.
Yeah, he said that he'd kill me and this baby.
Did he indicate that he was going to kill you that day?
I wasn't sure if it was going to be that day or
But he said, and did he say that he wanted to kill you or that he was going to?
he wanted to.
Were you afraid that he was going to kill you?
Yeah, I was scared for my life and my babies.
Were you eventually able to separate from him? How were you able to separate from him?
Because I packed up all my things and I left and he stayed at the hotel room and I went to the front office to get a hold of my aunt to come get me because I wasn't staying there any longer.
And did your aunt come and get you?
She did shortly after.
And did you wind up contacting the police?
I never called the police. The front office ended up calling the police.
And did you speak with the police about what happened?
Yes, I did.
And do you, to your knowledge, was Mr. Moon taken into police custody? Have you heard from Christian Moon since he's been taken into police custody?
Yes,
Was this a phone call?
yes,
Has he called you once or more than once?
just once.
And this conversation with him, was it on February 5th?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure.
So you don't remember the exact date, but it was, would you say it was around within a week of this happening?
I'm sure. I think so. Like, I don't know exactly what day it was.
Had multiple days passed?
I think so, yeah.
Now, if you were to hear your voice on this call, would you recognize it? Like if you were to hear part of the call, would you recognize it? Yes.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to show defense table people's proposed exhibit 1D. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Approaching with 1D.
no matter how bad you want to come, don't come to them.
Did that sound familiar?
Yes.
Was that your conversation with Christian Noon? Your Honor, the people move to admit proposed exhibit 1B.
No objection, Your Honor.
1D is admitted without objection.
Sorry, I gotta untangle this. Right now publishing 1D.
You said D as in dog, correct?
Yes, 1D as in dog.
Thank you.
Remain on the line. Hold for acceptance. This is a prepaid call. Hello?
Lexi?
Huh?
Hey, Lexi.
Hey.
I missed you.
Now, he started by calling you Lexi. Do you know someone named Lexi? Who is Lexi?
His sister.
You too.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
What you been up to?
Nothing, just been chilling.
Huh?
Nothing, just been chilling.
Yeah. How's school been?
Yeah. It's been going good.
That's good. What you doing right now?
Nothing.
Oh. Fun. Yeah. I hate calling you from here.
I hate it too.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be, it's okay.
It's not okay. My fault. I shouldn't be doing dumbass. You know, I mean, I shouldn't be with people who give, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I just don't know. It's all mistakes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's all there?
Just, well, I'm over at, Grandma Shelley's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Watching the kids.
I can't believe I'm having a girl.
I know, I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I always said I was gonna have one.
Yeah, I know. That's how I wish too. Hold on real quick.
Let's skip forward a little.
I hate talking over the fucking phones. It'll be okay. We'll get through this.
I know.
I just need you to support me. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying. I am
Keep me in your prayers.
always, no matter what.
Think about you every day.
Trust me, I think about you every day too.
Sorry I couldn't call sooner. Pretty much all my conversation. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking you was hating me for being here.
Never. It's never once came across my mind.
It's okay. I'm trying to see if I could somehow get a PR bond and then go to like a halfway house, stay there.
Yeah, how long are they gonna have you there?
I'm not sure yet. I have to ask my lawyer when next time I go to court.
Oh, okay. When's your court date?
13th. Then I have another one on the 20th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't want anyone going
Okay.
because yeah, I don't want no one going to my court dates. I don't want y'all seeing me like this. No matter how bad you want to come, don't come to none of my court dates, all right?
I won't.
Can't have you see me like this.
I know.
And hopefully I could be there soon.
Hopefully.
So hug you, kiss you. Gives you hugging kisses.
Yeah, I could use them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I wanted to since I want to start working, save up, at least help you on the inside and then help you when you get out, everything like that.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Sorry. When I talked to my attorney, I could get this dropped. You know what I'm saying? I can't say too much because I don't want you relaying any messages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it could get fucking dropped. It can. But if it doesn't get dropped, you know what I'm saying, then because my maximum sentence is 20 years. Since, you know, I'm a habitual now. Since I got caught another felony, they're gonna say it's a habitual.
Right.
But I wouldn't be looking at the max, of course. I talked to my attorney. I said, well, what could I possibly get? And he was like, probably anywhere between 5 months to 36 months.
I mean, that's better than fucking 20.
Right. But I could get none and just, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, well, just cross, you know. Hope and pray.
You gotta hope fucking Ayana doesn't want to fucking testify against me or anything. It'd be better if she doesn't even fucking go. That's why I don't want you guys going. I don't want you guys fucking seeing me there. I don't want you guys seeing me like this. Cause last time I already had fucking y'all either grandma and shit, yeah. I didn't like that. I didn't like y'all seeing.
Now that was you and Mr. Moon, that entire conversation. And that was the same Christian Moon that you identified in court earlier.
Yes, sir.
And that was the same Christian Moon who you described punching and choking you.
Yes, sir.
Coming away from that call, did you feel any pressure about how to handle this case?
Yes.
What kind of pressure were you feeling?
Pretty much like how he didn't want me to show up. He didn't want me to say anything. You know, he wanted me to lie to you guys and everything.
So did you, I guess, did you take that as a directive from him to not cooperate?
Yes.
When he was talking about getting it dropped, did you take that as him wanting your help getting the case dropped?
Objection, Your Honor, speculative.
He didn't ask what Mr. Moon meant. He asked what Ms. Beardling felt. So I'll allow the answer.
I didn't really feel like he wanted me, like any help for me to like have it dropped or anything. I mean, I think he probably did. He probably thought that I wasn't going to.
Again, Your Honor, this is not speculative.
We can move past that.
Rephrase your question.
Now, just one more follow-up question. Did you have any pain or discomfort in your neck or your jaw in the days after this assault?
Just in my jaw.
How long was your jaw painful?
I think it was about a couple days because I had bruising all across my jaw, on both sides of my jaw. I had bruising and it was swelled up.
Did you seek medical care for your jaw?
I did go to McLaren and, you know, I checked for my jaw and I checked on my baby and everything like that.
What kind of treatment did you receive for your jaw?
They just told me to take like ibuprofen or Tylenol to see if the pain will go away. It didn't really do too much about my jaw.
So you didn't need any operations or anything like that?
I mean, they did do x-rays on it to make sure it wasn't like broken or anything.
That's all the questions I have.
Right, Mr. Flynn, your cross-examination.
Thank you. Sorry, back's not cooperating this morning. You mentioned at the beginning of your testimony that my client took your phone, correct? Has he used your phone before?
I mean, yeah, he had my password, he knew my password to my phone, he had his face ID at my phone.
But he, in the past, when he's used your phone, he's given it back.
Yes.
Okay. And then you said that you went to the hotel room. You had given him permission to use that hotel room, correct?
Yes,
It was in your name, but with your permission, he was staying there.
yes,
So he had the right then to have his possessions there, correct?
yes.
Okay. Did he give you permission to remove his possessions?
No,
Okay. And again, I believe you testified in direct exam, you gave a statement to the police.
yes.
You remember if you told the police that my client choked you with two hands?
I can't remember if it was two or one.
You can't remember now, but you remember making that statement to the police that you used two hands?
I think I did, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. And again, at direct, you testified that you could breathe. It was just a little harder to breathe when he was choking, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember telling the police that you couldn't breathe?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. I want to clarify a little bit about the phone call. You said the one that was played as People's Exhibit 1, or I'm sorry, People's Exhibit 1B. You said you don't remember the date of that call, correct?
No, I do not.
You just remember that it was after the date of this incident on January 29th.
Yes.
Okay. You don't remember how far after? Were you arguing on this day because you found out my client was seeing another woman?
Yes.
You were, okay. When did you find that out?
January 29th, before everything happened, like before, like him taking my phone and everything like that.
It was
But-
before you went to Myers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you had been arguing about that as well?
Yeah, but, and then we just kind of dropped it and let it go, and then we were just gonna go on about our day.
But you were angry about the fact that he was seeing somebody else, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Was that the reason you didn't want him staying in the hotel anymore?
No, it was because we got into, I mean, yes and no. Like, I mean, I was just gonna let him stay there because I was staying with my aunt, and I was just gonna leave, let him have the hotel room. And then him figure out what he had to do after that.
I think that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
Redirect.
No redirect, Your Honor.
Okay, you may step down. Additional witnesses, Mr. Martina?
Yes, because she is here, the people will call Jessica Moon. Actually, we will not be calling Jessica Moon.
I'm not sure procedurally, since we set a bond violation hearing for a different day, whether it would have been. approved.
Well, we intend on adding witness interference charge that would have been.
So any further witnesses?
Gonna check on something. No, Your Honor, people will rest.
Okay, I will not make my ruling on bind over today because we still have a bond hearing coming up March 6th, but if you want, I can take arguments now, or I can take arguments on March 6th.
Actually, Your Honor, the defense would like to not be in pain for the moment. But after that, actually, we would like to recall Ayanna Beerling, if we could. Well, we would like to call her. She's already been, he says, prosecutor's witness. I had some more questions for her.
All right,
Is it yearly or yearly?
Bureau.
Yearly, okay. Ayanna.
Everyone who spells her name that way pronounces it differently. My friend says it's Ayana. Please rejoin us in the witness box. You're still under oath.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize. There were a few more questions I thought to ask you after you stepped down. We're still talking about January 29th, 2026. When you found out that at any point during your interaction with my client, after you found out that he was seeing another woman, did you hit him at all?
No,
Okay. Did you ever grab his hair or make any other sort of contact with him?
no.
No? Okay. That was the only question I had. Thank you.
Any cross? Hold on, Ms. Veerling.
No cross, no.
Since he called you back, I have to give the other a chance. He says no, you're good. You can step down. Okay. All right, Mr. Kaplan, any additional witnesses?
No, Your Honor. And if you don't mind, is it okay if I just stand for the remainder?
Whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I think I am fine with doing arguments and bind over all in one. I understand the court has a meeting at 10 o'clock.
well, I don't think I'll have to start at 10. It's probably at 11, but we still have 2 other matters to take. And since I'm not taking bind over today.
I have no qualms. I think it's better to do arguments than bind over rather than arguments later.
Okay. Okay, we'll set it for March 6th, 10 a.m., same time as the bond violation allegation. I think the last thing to address is the issue of bond, which is currently set at 20,000, 10%. After the presentation of proofs, I don't think it's satisfactory. Would you like to be heard on bond?
The people would like to hear on bond. We're going to ask for 50,000 cash surety for honest.
Mr. Kaplan?
Your Honor, the defense does no argument.
Bond will be set at 50,000 cash surety with all the conditions in place. I think the jail has restricted Mr. Moon to calls only with counsel at this time due to an offer of proof that Mr. Moon is utilizing the jail system to violate court orders, and we're not going to do that. So that will continue until I see you March 6th. Anything else for the record today?
Nothing for the people.
After the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
I guess I want you to make sure that Ms. Veerling knows she's not to discuss her testimony with Ms. Moon or anyone else.
Yeah.
Did he take this down to the jail?
I've heard that about Craig.
Yes. Mr. Milks, do we bring out Mr. Dennis, or are you just gonna make his petition with him downstairs because he's in bad shape?
The jail may want to keep him down there. I'll leave that up to the court and up to,
Well, I didn't meet with him this morning, and you apparently have prepared a petition?
Mr. President.
I don't need to bother him. Just
Yeah,
trying to decide what-
sorry, yes, I did prepare a petition. I'll answer the immediate question.
Okay, so that's where I'm like, do we bring him up, or would you like to do it in his absence because you met with him and it's not a good idea? I don't want to add to his stress.
I probably bringing him up, Your Honor.
So you do want him up here?
I guess so.
Okay, Mr. Sumter, will you please bring Mr. Dennis with you when you drop off Mr. Moon?
Will do.
Okay, thank you.
The creeks, yeah.
That's it. Promise is promise. Me and I. Do you have the paperwork prepared, Mr.
Yes.
Mills, and we can print it? Here.
I've got it here. Ross hasn't seen it yet, so
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Just want to make sure we were ready.
yes, otherwise you're ready. And it's just competency, not responsibility.
Well, good, because that's all I would order.
Fair enough.
SCAO says that you can't get a responsibility until you file an insanity defense in circuit court.
That makes sense. Because how do you know to file an insanity defense if you don't know if they're being responsible or not?
Chicken and egg, right?
Yeah, that's fair. So, delving into your vast and overwhelming knowledge of British law, why is it that Prince Andrew was arrested, but they probably haven't
suspicion.
charged him? Yeah, how did, can you get
And then
a,
release, I don't know, I was hearing that, because they kept saying he was arrested on suspicion,
Yeah.
and then they were like, we released him, and I was like, because you only had suspicion?
yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I was like, or was he actually just brought in for questioning? That's a different
Oh,
thing
that
than
may be,
arrest, and
yeah.
so maybe it's that media is reporting it inaccurate.
I didn't think about that. That makes sense.
They're calling it arrest, but really it's just brought in for questioning.
Yeah, because that was weird. They kept talking about arrest, but he wasn't charged. And I was like,
Maybe they consider it something different. Somebody said it was his
Yeah, I-
birthday too,
oh,
that they waited till his birthday to grab it.
dick move, but okay.
Yeah, that's a weird way to spend your birthday.
Right.
Not up to me.
Yeah. This has broken a streak, though, that this is the first time since the late 17th century that a British royal was arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently that was the last time.
Except then they kind of like qualify that with, well, technically he was stripped of all his titles, so
Yeah.
maybe it won't count.
So it doesn't count.
Maybe it won't count. And then his brother just continued about his day. He's like, huh, didn't know they were gonna do that.
Right.
So if you tried to put a CD or DVD.
Ladies over 50, your golden years deserve the ultimate.
You guys can't be talking. Thank you, appreciate it.
Ross, Mr. Mills is trying to hand you his paperwork so you can
I
observe.
thought he was just being like,
Just waving you down with paperwork, that's.
I think he's trying to do two things.
well, that was his mistake.
I just want to make sure you're. Because I want to hand it to the judge, so you can.
Look at it. Proof your handwriting. Looks good.
Okay. I put your information. Okay.
I trust you.
Can I approach Warren?
Yes.
We're
Thank you.
brothers in cardinal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On the record in state of Michigan versus Craig Dennis Jr. 2600279 FY.
Ross Marchino for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Milks on behalf of Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis is present and seated to my left at this time.
Are you Craig Dennis Jr.? Today's supposed to be the day for a preliminary exam, but I have been handed a petition for a competency examination. Mr. Milks, would you like to make a record on this?
Thank you, Your Honor. I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Dennis in the past at our initial conference, Your Honor. Everything seemed okay. He seemed fine, seemed to understand. He was able to assist in his defense. It wasn't until recently when I tried to meet with him again, Your Honor, the jail informed me that he was under suicide watch. I was not aware of the full extent of that until today, as it's one of the worst situations I've seen. Having conversations with him today, Your Honor, I do question his ability to assist in his defense further. As I put into the report, he doesn't have a recollection of who I am, despite our previous conversations. Wasn't entirely certain what was going on today or what he was doing here today. And his recent hospitalizations also caused me great concern regarding some of the significant self-harm that he committed here, including ingesting items that can cause significant injuries to oneself. Apparently he's undergone surgery, so I believe he's being treated by medical at this time, Your Honor. And it's because of these actions that I've got a renewed concern. I don't know if it's because of mental health, Your Honor, or because of what he's done recently, but I do question his ability at this time to assist further in his defense.
Mr. Marchman, anything for me?
If the defense attorney has competency concerns, then we have to go through the competency process. That's seems to be where we are at. No objection.
I reviewed the petition and signed the proposed order referring Mr. Dennis to the Center for Forensic Psychiatry for a competency examination. This case will be stayed until we hear back from the Forensic Center. Mr. Dennis, you're going to have an interview with a trained clinician or doctor, and they'll make recommendations about whether you are continuing forward or if you have to go to the hospital for a little while before you can continue forward. Anything else we need to address for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
He's had some more hearings, so I think he wanted to do that. What was it? I think he wanted to give him that immediately.
I'm gonna let mine know my life, boy.
How old do you think I am? Now how old do you think I am? Just a pea-sized amount?
Looks like Kelly's gonna be a plea. I'll get the sheet drawn up. I'll wrangle this sheet.
Sounds good. You said you had to untangle it, and I was thinking the only reason it is tangled is because of you. If you've tangled it, you can't come.
Yeah, I will say,
untangle
it previously was in much worse condition before I put in the work to straighten it out.
Oh, there we go.
So I give and I take.
Thank you, Your Honor.
See you, Mr.
Have a
Mullins.
wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Suck up.
All sorts of witty comments.
I was up until midnight getting ready for that exam. And then I walked in, it's like competency.
Keep an email.
File this after Monday.
You should put it on for the review day.
Okay.
Keep it out. We're not gonna be able to do anything.
She could help with that.
Have I ever showed you how I do the sheets? I lose track of what I've shown. Well, I had two damage. I had this, Chuck, and then what's up? You've heard the stories of it. Oh, I like you know. It's a scale. Two, count one, and then count three, and then count two. The one time, judge likes to have the maximum penalties on it. So, we've got Arno being the temp Arno. That one can be contest. Actually, that is a year and $1,000. Tab code. Pad code for tech is due to pad code for the original defense.
Oh.
Yeah, for anything, you see the pad code for the offense.
Oh.
So I just had- Yeah, so I'll show you that.
Taxes.
Are you ready?
I think we're just waiting on the.
I'm working on the flea sheet.
It must be complicated. He's been writing it for 15 minutes.
I'm teaching the intern how to do it. She has so many questions.
So many questions. I'm
I
sure it's a
know.
reasonable number of questions.
She's not the brightest. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Just kidding.
Oh,
That's not nice.
Now I'm gonna get fired.
I was gonna say, first chance she
I'm
gets,
gonna
she's
get-
throwing you under a bus.
I'm gonna get back and HR is gonna be in my office,
No.
like, Ross, did you say an intern wasn't smart? I'm like, I was joking, and like, you're fired. So, nice knowing you guys. So then, yeah, so it's impaired now.
She is Louise.
No, she just got a guilty verdict in a no body trial, so clearly
I
she
didn't
is
do the case.
very
Not
sharp.
my fault.
Okay, you were like working your hand to the bones on that case for months. So code for here is found guilty. I'd like to have the patent. Actually, no. I'm present. Party about. Basically, it's set to judgment. Set to reconciliation. What were we gonna say? It's kind of like the kill. Yeah, no. So the sentence, people use kill brew interchangeably to try to not see. Oh, because kill brew is case some people, when they say kill brew, refer to the sentence. Try to not see that. Out of there are a lot of plea sheets. This is the state sheet of judges and divisions. This is the state sheet of judges. The sentence recommendation. I'm just saying you should get legal margin if the judges follow the recommendation. You wouldn't know until sentencing.
I think so.
Sentencing, what, sentencing. Get the judge to follow the sentencing agreement and then change the sentencing recommendation. Oh, so. Yeah, so that's why the scale sheet. Oh, okay.
That was for the other one.
Yeah.
I can take that back. That was just in case.
Just in case.
Yep. So I gave him an advice to parts just in case.
Gotcha. Kelly is very prepared. Yeah, Kelly won a major award last December.
What a fun. You know, and I still haven't gotten anything from the city. I'm gonna have to call them.
Yeah, you put in the work for her right upstairs. Yeah, that's right upstairs.
I thought you did it for the joy of it.
Yeah, but once you get the award, you want the award.
But when you get the, yeah, you want it.
So you can check.
I moved this forward. I'm like, that's.
When we agree to recommend the sentence, that just means that's it. Please give me the sentence, but if we agree to a sentence agreement, then where it says.
And it's necessarily different.
So I didn't dismiss counts one. Dismiss it. No, in circuit court, you don't have to count, you add counts. So this was circuit court, they have added counts 4 and 5. This record. Yeah, circuit court.
He's dismissing.
He probably doesn't even remember amending counts.
He doesn't remember
Being in the circuit court.
Doesn't remember Judge
So, yeah. Circuit court mood is fancy office of circuit court hallway. Thanks for Jerry.
Did you know Colonial Penn offers guaranteed acceptance life insurance for those aged 50 to 85 and
Yeah, I think 0.17. From our computer, so 0.23. No, it is at not then you have the argument of, well, she still was working. He has to establish his nation. I had an appeal once at it's competing alcohol absorption. Judge, have you ever had to have experts on alcohol absorption and elimination when you were
I'm trying to remember the last time that was.
I had an appeal where there were experts on absorption and elimination, and the elimination point when you stop absorbing, you start eliminating. So now I know all about.
Yeah, no, I don't think
absorption
so.
and elimination.
I don't think so. The last time I did an OWI trial in here, it was Mike Nichols, and the issue was the gas chromatograph was sort of broken. And then, besides that.
Then it gets real dicey if you're drinking for a long time, you're both absorbing and eliminating.
Mm-hmm. You haven't tried an OWI in a long time.
I had an appeal was an OWI causing death. He was at a 0.07.
Mm.
Not gonna lie, he got railroaded, but. I was like, right. Cause he was going like, he was driving fine, he was 0.07, and she like just ran out in front of his car.
Mm.
It was one of those cases where like, 20-year-old girl hit by car died, someone's gotta pay for it. And the drunk driver in there is a little easier to swallow than the girl ran in front of the car.
Mm.
It's just one of those things like everybody at some point in their life runs out into the street without looking, and then.
Putting that under Ross's dogs always escape thing too.
Yeah. No, if you own a dog, eventually your dog's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Permission to report, Your Honor.
Yes.
In Judge Simmons, we've got an OWI causing injury, when she was at 0.09, and she's gonna have a felony, whereas we'll have people at like 0.7. Who get a misdemeanor because they didn't get into an accident.
When the carload of Polk kids died from a drunk driving accident, and the one surviving person, the driver, had to go to prison because he was underage and drunk, and all his friends died. And it always just brought to mind the idea that people are punished for drunk driving not based on the decision to drink or how much they chose to drink and drive. They're punished based on the outcome.
Yeah. It's
If you
not
get
based on
caught
conduct.
or you drive over somebody, then your punishment is less than if you're caught after, regardless of your bodily alcohol content.
Yeah, we'll have people in, sobriety court who are at like 0.1 million, right? and they get to go to the Safari Court, then we have people who like their first OWI at .08 hit someone and then they go to prison.
Sure. I've always thought that was the one crime where you're not punished for the mens rea, you're punished for the outcome.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, please bring your phone in. On the record in state of Michigan versus Janet Kelly, 2600326FY.
Ross Marshmino for the people.
This is exactly how you find a broken wire in 10
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Janet Kelly.
And you are Janet Kelly.
Yes.
Today is the date scheduled for a preliminary exam. I've been handed a plea offer. This says Ms. Kelly is offered an amended count 1, attempted resisting obstructing, an amended count 3, operating while visibly impaired, a sentence agreement of no upfront jail, and dismissal of count 2 in its entirety. Is that a full statement of the offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Kelly, is that your understanding of what you're being offered?
Yes.
You have to be louder for a recording.
Oh, yes.
And do you wish to accept the offer?
Pardon?
Do you wish to accept the offer?
Yes.
You're going to have to speak louder for our recording.
Yes.
Because she has to
I'm
get a
sorry.
record.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes.
Attempted resisting or obstructing a police officer is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or $1,000 in fines plus court costs and up to 2 years of probation. Operating while visibly impaired is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $300 in fines plus court costs and up to 2 years of probation and 4 points added to your driving record. Do you understand the maximum possible penalties?
Yes.
You have a sentence agreement to no upfront jail. So that means if at the time of sentencing, I were intending to send you to jail, you could withdraw from your plea and go to trial on the original charges. But if I place you on probation for these offenses and you violate probation, you'd face up to 365 days in jail for probation violation. Some criminal convictions have other consequences. If you are a citizen, foreign travel may be restricted. If you're not a citizen, you may be removed from the country, excluded from admission to the country, or denied naturalization as a citizen. You have the right to have an attorney in this matter. Mr. Lee is representing you. You have the right to a trial that could be by jury. Did you have an opportunity to review and advise the rights and plea information?
Yeah.
Did you sign this?
Yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to ask your lawyer all of your questions?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you proceed with pleading guilty today, you will give up each one of these rights? There will not be a trial of any kind.
Yes.
If you were on probation, parole, or bond on the day this occurred, May 2nd of 2024, and you plead guilty, you could be admitting a probation, parole, or bond violation.
Excuse me, would you repeat that for me from the beginning?
Yes, if you were on probation, parole, or bond on the day this occurred, May 2nd of 2024, and you plead guilty, you could be admitting a probation, parole, or bond violation. That could result in a consecutive sentence for your probation, parole, or bond violation. Also, you should understand that if you proceed with pleading guilty, you'd be giving up your right to appeal things that you might be able to appeal if you were unsuccessful at trial. Are you ready to proceed with your plea?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Ms. Kelly, on May 2nd, 2024, were you at 3709 Stoneley Drive?
Yes.
Is that location in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Now, had you been driving a motor vehicle on Stoneley Drive?
Yes.
And before or during driving that motor vehicle, had you been consuming alcohol? You're supposed to answer truthfully because you've agreed to enter a plea.
Okay, yes.
What kind of alcohol?
Here.
Beer?
Yes.
Why are you making that face?
Because I was drinking beer.
Okay. There came a time where the police were called. You remember that?
They were called for.
I didn't ask you why they were called. There was a time the police were called. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the police came, they suspected you had been drinking?
Yes.
And so they ended up doing a blood test on you for your bodily alcohol content. You remember that?
Yes.
What was the outcome of your blood test?
According to my paperwork, it says none detected. I never received anything other than the hospital paperwork.
I'm sure in preparation for today's case, Mr.
Okay,
Lee
yes.
went over the
It was
police report.
0.17.
For the record, Your Honor, she was charged with high blood alcohol greater than 0.17. The MSP lab report indicates the blood alcohol level was 0.19.
Right, and you went over that with your client in preparation for today's hearing, of course.
Yes, Your Honor.
And why would Miss Kelly think it's a good idea to come in here and try and enter a plea and then not want to admit the facts that allowed me to take the plea?
But you told me to swear to the truth.
Right, and so your lawyer went over the records with you in preparation for today,
Okay.
and you had an opportunity to review the case and
I
decide.
plead guilty.
No, Miss Kelly, you had an opportunity to review the case with your lawyer so you could figure out if this is what you wanted to do today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in order for me to take your plea, I am required to ask you questions to obtain a factual basis.
Okay.
It's required by the court rule. So I'm just trying to do my job right now, which brought me to the question. So you had a lab test. You now know that the lab report says it was a 0.19. Is that right?
Yes.
And you understand by pleading guilty today, you'll be giving up any complaints you have about how that trust was performed?
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's also this issue that occurred with the police officers. When the police came to investigate whatever they're investigating, they found you there. Did you do something that causes you to be guilty of the resisting obstructing charge?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Your Honor, we talked to the prosecutor about entering a no contest plea on the
Oh,
front
okay.
note because she's having difficulty remembering some of them.
Okay. Well, okay, so it's guilty on the impaired and not, no contest on the R and L?
Correct.
Okay, I wish that clarity would have been made when I asked if I was stating the plea offer correctly, because that would have been the time to tell me that.
I apologize, Your Honor, I didn't catch it.
Okay.
Years of sagging gone in an
I haven't received a police report for a no contest plea, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. I have received one for a different case this morning, but not that one.
We'll forward the police report right now.
Ms. Kelly, if we take your plea by no contest, it's still treated the same as a guilty plea for purposes of your sentence and your criminal history. But instead of asking you what happened, I'm going to review the police report to find the factual basis that I'm required to get by the court rule, okay? Mr. Lee, you said the legal basis for entering this by no contest is?
The police report, Your Honor.
No, that isn't what I asked you.
I'm sorry, what were you asking?
The legal basis for entering the no contest plea.
Oh, I'm sorry, is because of impaired memory, Your Honor.
So due to intoxication, she doesn't remember the rest of it?
Due to mental health.
She, the explanation she offered me, Your Honor, was that sometimes when she gets angry due to her mental health conditions, she blacks out and doesn't remember exactly what happens. She doesn't dispute that she may have swung on the officer or resisted arrest because she knows that that's kind of her temperament. She's an ex-Marine, et cetera. And I've explained to her what the body worn camera video shows, so forth. So she's willing to enter the no contest plea.
Mr. Marchmina, do you agree that's appropriate legal basis to enter the plea by no contest?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I need to add one thing? The plea agreement indicated an amended count 1, amended count 3, dismiss count 2. I didn't realize there was also a count 4. We're dismissing count 4 as well. Count 4 was charged in the alternative to count 3.
Got it. Have you sent it?
I'm sending it right now, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I didn't have your email address. And I just,
promises or threats to you other than your plea 04112. States this occurred on or about May 2nd, 2024, 7:30 p.m. Patient, looks like they say Fairview Avenue in the city of Lansing.
Your Honor, for a point of clarification. I believe it was at 3709 Stone Lake Drive.
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't know why they put the venue at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, it says their original dispatch was to Fairview and then they went to 3709 Stone Lake. Police observed Miss Kelly arrive home intoxicated. And were attempting to investigate and operating under the influence. Police told Miss Kelly that she was, they believe she was under the influence due to slurred speech, red and watery eyes, staggering, difficulty speaking. So police approached and Miss Kelly swung her arms and struck the police officer, it's Owen Rogus, one time and pushed off. Police officer tried to grab Miss Kelly's arm. Kelly fell onto wooden stairs. Kelly then kicked Officer Rogus. Additional factual basis that I need to obtain from this report.
I don't believe so.
I think the factual basis has been established. Thank you, Your Honor.
Kelly, did anyone make any promises or threats to you other than your plea agreement to get you to plead guilty here today?
No.
Or no contest to count 1 and guilty to count 3? Are you pleading no contest to count 1 of your own free choice? Are you pleading guilty to count 3 of your own free choice? Then 2, the charge in count 1, amended count 1, attempted resisting or obstructing a police officer. How do you plead? No contest?
No contest.
And 2, the charge in count 3, operating while visibly impaired. How do you plead?
Guilty.
I find your pleas to be knowingly, voluntarily, accurately made with sufficient facts on the record upon which to base your pleas. They are therefore accepted. It's trying to amend the charges as agreed. I'll dismiss count 2 and 4 as agreed. We'll refer you to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and a substance abuse assessment, which is required by law to sentence someone for an operating while visibly impaired charge.
Okay.
Sentencing will be April 9 at 1:30.
Just
Is there going to be any issue of restitution in this case?
Don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Kelly, when you go downstairs to probation in just a moment, you're going to fill out your questionnaire and your risk assessment. You're going to get an appointment for your assessment and interview. Make sure you keep that appointment so that when we're back here in April, we have their recommendations.
Could you repeat that, Emma?
Yeah. When you go downstairs, they're going to give you a questionnaire and a risk assessment to fill out. They're going to give you an appointment to do your substance abuse assessment and interview.
Okay.
Make sure you attend your assessment interview so that they can make a recommendation about what we should do at sentencing. And then we'll all be together at sentencing, having read that recommendation and figuring out what your sentence has to be, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Sump, get on probation.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Anything else from the attorney's business?
I'm gonna call that right there for today, ladies and gentlemen. The wind is kind of kicking up a little bit out there. I don't kind of trust the electricity around here. But as always, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm here every day, busting my hump to try and make this channel into something. If anybody knows what truly happened, who is truly at fault for what happened to the channel, please let me know. You can send it to me in DMs, you can send it to me by email, but don't bring it on here. So I'm done for today, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to watch Jeremy tonight. Ciao, ciao, and ta-ta, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.
Come down to it all with your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's right when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. You make it better. From the wires tangled up to the broken dreams. You know how to mend all my scattered seams. With your steady hands, you refill my heart. Every piece that's lost gets a brand new start. You fix it all, fix it all. You fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's bright when I'm falling apart. You put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. Fix it, Daniel. Fix it, Daniel. Make it right when the world shuts down, and I can't see clear. You're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. Fix it all, I was standing tall to all you do. From the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's over.